Alrighty, day 2 for this week of the Draw Along show. Glad you're all here with me. I've already said hello to some folks in the chat who have joined along. And today we're going to do what I have to say is one of my favorite drawings that I've come up with for this show. Now, of course, we've done almost 100 of these, but this one really hits that sort of sweet spot with simplicity, but just it's a fun drawing too. It's simple, it's fun, not too complicated. Now, I know yesterday I kind of pushed things a little bit. I pushed it towards some pretty complicated and difficult stuff, and I know the drawing part of the show, rather than taking 10, 11 minutes, took more like about 15 minutes. I hope some of you were able to, though, get a good drawing out of that. But today we're returning back to, what the show is known for, which is, trying to keep it simple, using simple shapes, but get something charming out of it that you can draw again and again. Anyway, so today, again, beautiful weather, warm and sunny. Yesterday, same, and then it was freezing. Then it's going to be cold again next week. It's crazy weather. I was going to go for a walk, and I looked at the weather report. It said there was a 50% chance of rain, so I was sure to bring half an umbrella. Alrighty, let's do some drawing. Now, get yourselves a pencil, a pen, a crayon, a marker, a stick, whatever you need. Sometimes, you gave up an old instrument like a flute. Well, you can take that flute out of the case and dip that in some ketchup and just draw all over the kitchen floor. Whatever you want to do, doesn't matter to me. Just don't get yourselves in too much trouble. And to do these drawings, we need to be able to do 3 simple things, and they are a straight line, okay, a zigzag, and a curvilinear line. Could be like that, could be like this, could be like this, right? Beep, bop, boop. You get the idea. Now for today's drawing, we're going to do a nice rectangle to kick things off. We can all draw a rectangle. And then we're going to start with some curvilinear lines, a few straight lines here and there, but this one's got a nice balance of everything, and it's a simple one. So get ready, and I'll say hi to whoever else has joined us in the last few minutes here. We have some new folks just joining in, and I see RB has just joined in. Hello. And Steven, I was wondering, given how many brushes you've made over the years, do you ever find you're working on a new one and realize you've already made an identical one? That has not happened. I know it's crazy to think that it hasn't happened after almost 1,800 or more than 1,800 brushes, actually, come to think of it. I think about the special sets that I've made. But each and every one of those brushes is still kind of stuck up here, and I remember making them. It's crazy. So no, I haven't done any repeats. So what I have done is improvements on existing brushes. So if I find a brush that I kind of think, yeah, that's pretty cool, but I wish it kind of did this, then I'll do a little improvement, do a little change, do variation of a theme, so to speak, okay? Hope that answers that question for you. Alrighty, so we got to get things cooking with the drawing. Now here we go. You're going to start out with a rectangle, like I said, and we're going to go like this. Okay, uno, and a dos. Now look, this rectangle is going to be tall. It's a tall rectangle. See this? So, pretty tall, right? Pretty tall. Don't draw a square. Make sure it's a tall rectangle. That's what you're going to want to do to start this one off. And then right from the center of that rectangle, you're going to come straight up, just a notch like that, not too far, okay? And then we're going to angle out, okay? And this is our first zigzag, but to keep it simple, I'm going to do it in 2 separate lines, all right? Now I want to angle out almost to the width here, right? Or just about to the width of my rectangle. Check it out. Up and out like this. See that? Up and out like this. All right? So it's a V shape, okay, but very squat, right? It's kind of like a bird flying in the sky, yeah? Okie dokie. Now, we're going to do a very subtle C curve up at the top of it, because we're going to actually have that curve continue outwards. So check this out. Subtle C curve, right? Almost a straight line, but not quite. Then we're going to carry that out and down. How far? About 1/3 of the way down the entire length of this line here. So out we go and down like this. Out we go and down like that. That's the beginning of this drawing. Interesting, huh? Yeah, very interesting. All right, now down here, I'm going to carry this line down and curve it. See that? Down and curve. And on this side, same deal. Down, curve it. All right, now in between, okay, I'm just going to add 2 lines. 1, 2. That's it. Okay, so far so good. So far so good, right? I know you're all following along with this very, very nicely. Okay, now from right here, I'm gonna scoop on out. Check this out. I'm gonna go down and out like that. Same on this side, down and out like that. Okay? Add a little bit right there. Make sure that looks exactly the way it needs to look. Exactly. All right, and then we're gonna add some lines, okay? And these are gonna follow this curve, and I'm gonna stack them, okay? And they're gonna go all the way down to almost the bottom here where I've got this line ending. Check it out. We're gonna go ba-bum, 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 like that. Same over here. Ready? 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. Okay? Everybody with me so far? Now comes some zigzags, and these are some pretty decent sized zigzags, so pay attention. You're gonna wanna make these a little bigger than smaller, all right? Check it out. Down I go, up, okay? And then I'm gonna come over and then mirror that. So if you want, you could start on this side, come up, and then you connect them. See that? Same on the bottom. We go up and down and over and up and down, okay? Up and down and over, up and down. And look at this. We don't do this very often on the show. We don't do too much coloring. I leave that up to you guys to color in your drawings. But in this case, we're actually coloring it in with the same color we're using to do our line art, okay? We're just gonna color that in like this. Fill that all in. I think it's starting to shape up. Starting to shape up. Right? Bam, 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 bam. Look at that. Look at that. We know what's going on here now, right? No longer a mystery. All right, now right from here, okay, and right from here, I'm gonna scoop down and around. Watch this. Down like that, okay? And then a 1 and a 2. And right here, I'm gonna come to meet it. See that? Down, 1, 2, and come to meet it. Ah, yes, very nice. All right, now from here, I'm gonna come down at an angle, check it out, down like this. Same over here, down like this. So much symmetry going on in this drawing, so much symmetry. All right, now give yourself a little space right here, okay? Start about here, and I want you to draw a line down. This is gonna be the longest line of the drawing so far. Check it out. We're gonna go all the way down like that. Okay? See how long that is? Compare it to this. How long is it? Twice the length, at least, right? So yeah, good, twice the length, I'd say. That's where we are. Now we're gonna draw from here down to here. All right, so give yourself a little target. I love to do this. Make a little dot on both sides so I know what I'm aiming for. And then come on down and connect. Come on down and connect. That line got a little curvy. So what? Your line gets a little curvy? So what? Did I make it as far as this line? No, sirree, Bob. Come out this way and this way. Okay, and then we just go 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 3. Look at that. Keeping it simple. Keeping it simple. Now for a very nice big C curve. Okay, now this C curve is going to come up and it's going to come around back towards the body here. We're going to come up and back here, okay? And then we're going to cut back. Check it out. Just watch what I do and then copy, okay? Now I'm going to go almost halfway down the length of this line. So start about right here, up and back. See that? And then I just cut back like this, and 1, 2. Same on this side, up and back and out, 1, 2. See that? You got it, folks. You got it. All right, and then right here, we're gonna scoop up this away. Alrighty, so we're gonna scoop. And then we just go 1, 2, 3. And look at that. We have a lion roaring. Ba, 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 ba. Roar. Roaring lion. What do you want to do with this lion? You want to put this lion in the jungle? You want to put this lion in a living room? No, it's up to you. Right? Maybe he's hanging out at an ice cream shop. I don't know. Do whatever you want with that lion. It's your lion. Customize the drawing however you wish. But isn't it fun to start with a simple shape like a rectangle and then turn it into something crazy like this? It's this roaring lion. Very graphic kind of way of thinking. We're in these simple shapes, leaving space here and there. Remember, you don't have to, with drawing, connect all the lines, right? Not everything always has to meet up. You don't have to do that. Your eyes will fill it in. And sometimes that kind of creates a better effect, actually. All right, now we haven't done this game in a long time, and we are going to have fun with this. This is going to be the What Is It game. Now, if you've been to the show before, if you're a repeat viewer, then you know what's going to happen. You know what's going to happen. I'm going to try and fool you. I'm going to try and show you something and just ask you what it is, and you have to tell me, yeah, I know what that is. Check it out. And these are always, you know, they're really simple. I keep these simple, gang. Simple, simple. Okay? Check it out. This is one of the easiest ones I've ever done. I'm positive. Everyone's going to get this one. Everyone's going to get this one. All right. Come on. You know what that is. Right? There's not even any question this time. There's no way you're going to get this wrong. So I want you to tell me in the chat, what are we looking at? This is the name of the game. What is it? What is it? You tell me. I know you're smart folks out there. Use those big brains of yours and tell me, what is it? And while you're thinking about what it is, I'll tell you some lion facts. These are kind of interesting. Did you know that a lion can jump as high as 15 feet? Can you imagine? So you're just scurrying up a tree trying to get away from a lion, and then bam, up he goes. Can also jump as far as 40 feet. You know, when they got a good running start. Some powerful legs on those lions. And most people think lions only live on the African continent. But I'll tell you something cool. In the Gir National Park Forest, which is in Western India, there is a tribe of lions living there, and they're protected. But how cool is that? The Asiatic lion, right there, in India. So I didn't know that. I think that's pretty neat. All right, what do we have here? Shorts, pants, trousers. Aha, Mercurial says salty sea pants. Oh, you're onto something there. You have been watching the show. I know you have. All right. Well, you know, these are good. Good guesses. Good guesses. I like it. But once again, I'm afraid that we're going to have to reveal that it is not a pair of pants. In fact, just flip it upside down here like this. That's all it takes. And then we're just going to go like this and like that. And then we're going to just connect. Boop, boop, like this. Oh boy. Folks, so sorry. I've done it again. I'm so mean. Why do I do this to you all? Why do I do this? That is the question. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's a cool dude wearing his hoodie. Yeah, but it did look like a pair of pants. So, good guess. Good guess. Well, better luck next time. In almost 100 episodes, nobody's yet to guess that right, but we're gonna keep playing that game anyway, right? Because someday it's gonna work out. Well, you know what time it is. It is time for the old animal and activity game. Now, this is where you have to suggest for me an animal doing something funny, strange, weird, unexpected, bizarre, crazy, just something you don't normally see an animal doing. We've had so many cool suggestions. And just yesterday, we got to draw this. We got to draw a dragon eating ice cream. How fun is that? A dragon eating ice cream. And that was a fun one. So, of course, today is going to be fun as well. So while you're thinking of something to draw, I'm going to grab my light blue color. I can sketch with that. I'm sure y'all can see that pretty clearly. And I've got plenty of room over here on the left side of my canvas to create a masterpiece in about 7 or 8 minutes. All right, what do we have? A bat playing baseball. Hey, that's a fun one, Steve. I like that. I like that. Oh, by the way, RB is educating us. These are called the Brahmaputra lions. How about that? So cool. Thank you for that information. A frog playing a video game. Haha, how about Frogger, Chris? You know what? I might have to do that one. I like that. A sock playing soccer. Ah, we're getting some good humor in here. I like this kind of stuff. A lizard skateboarding. Nice. Nice. Let's see. I think well, right now I'm thinking about that frog. I'm trying to think about drawing a frog playing a video game. A cobra belly dancing. Interesting. Hey, quick fact for y'all. This is a weird one. I spent my first and second grade years in Karachi, Pakistan, and we would go to the beach there, and there was a guy who would walk up and down the beach, and he had baskets, and you pay him a little money, and he would bring out a mongoose and a cobra, and he would get them to sort of face off, and then eventually he would put them back in the baskets. But that was pretty interesting. That was an interesting thing to see as an 8-year-old. Alrighty, Eric, how's it going? All right, so for these suggestions, I like all these suggestions. They're great, and I'm gonna have to do the old. I think it's gonna be the frog from our pal Chris Ferguson, whose nickname is not Froggy Ferguson, so don't call him Froggy. Okay, his name is Chris. I'm just kidding. Chris is a pal of mine. He knows I'm messing around with him. All right, let's do it. I'm gonna do the old video game pose where you're kind of like leaning forward and have his eyes like bugging out. Tongue out to the side. Go. Holding that video game controller. Most video game controllers have that sort of U shape now, I think, don't they? I don't know. Last video game system I owned was a Nintendo 64. So, not the best person to be coming up with controller designs, but whatever. Or do they even call them controllers? They still call them controllers, right? Am I using the right terminology? Since I just drew a hoodie, I feel like drawing this frog in a hoodie for some reason. And yeah, I know there are a lot of great games out there, but honestly, I don't trust myself to be even remotely productive if I were to get back into video games, so it's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Don't trust myself to be productive. All right, he's leaning in. Playing this game. Let's get him, I guess, seated. Like most people. Actually, I kind of don't want that arm out. I just want, for compositional reasons, I want to stick the arm back here. Why, you ask? I don't know. It just looks better. And then I'm going to get the other leg right there. Get those frog feet. And I guess he's playing on like a sort of a low. I'll fix this. I'm trying to get the furniture shape to make sense. Yeah. There you go. How's that look? Makes sense, I hope. Yeah. All right, so there he is. And we don't see the game he's playing, but I'm gonna just do this. Like, we know there's a lot of stuff happening there for the game. And we're gonna knock that back a hair. And let's grab our darker color here. Bloop. And here we go. Get the back of that hoodie. Let's come over and then down here. Sorry, I get quiet sometimes when I'm thinking about how should I draw this line and that line, and try to pretend like it's no big deal. But I am thinking, folks. A little bit of thinking going on. Not much, you know, not too much. How many of you out there who are working artists are able to play video games and still be productive? I'm just curious. Like, I mean, I swore off video games right after college when I got my first job and just decided, like, if I'm gonna come home at night, relax. You know, I wanted to get to the gym. I wanted to do other things. And I knew that if there was a video game sitting there waiting for me, I'd probably just want to play that. But maybe I just have really bad self-control. And I know myself, so for me it was the right choice. But yeah, are any of you out there like able to sort of get stuff done and also play video games? It just seems impossible to me. But you know, just because I can't do it doesn't mean other people can't, right? Really want that weight to sink in so we feel like he's really sitting there on that couch, right? I'm gonna make these toes a bit more froggy. There we go. Okay. Coming along, it's coming along. And then here, we've got the arm of this couch, right? Sort of leaning forward there. Sometimes it helps put a little seam in the pants, you see what I mean? Little things like that that can help. A little seam right there in that sweatshirt or whatever. Right? Take them or leave them, these little tips of mine. Right? Just trying to give you some ideas, gang. Look at all that video game action. Oh my goodness. Look at all that video game action on the screen there. We know something's happening. We can see it. It's crazy. And his eyes are bugging out. He is just in it. That helps. That helps. That little line there helps, doesn't it? Well, hey, alrighty. Goodbye, sketch. We are done with you. You are done. And we can bring this back and we can look at our day there. 25 minutes or so. Boy, it goes by fast, doesn't it, gang? But I hope you enjoyed hanging out, and I hope you enjoyed watching me draw, and I hope you enjoyed drawing on your own. I hope you were able to follow along and do a little bit of drawing. Of course, this is called The Draw Along Show. So I want to say thanks again for watching, and as always, I like to finish the second show by asking you to please, tell a pal, bring a kid along, let the kids watch the show. It's an all ages show. Try and keep it possible for all skill levels to follow along. So I would appreciate that. In the meantime, everybody, please remember, be kind, take care of one another. And tomorrow's my master class. My master class is at 4 p.m. Eastern, and we're going to continue editorial illustration. We'll take a look at that. Okay, part 5. So I will say ciao for now. See you later.